Okay, welcome back. So in the previous video, I was just describing the structure of this data. So we'll continue it. And before we go forward, I would like to show you some pictures from the internet. I had searched on the internet about stator of induction motor, and these are some of the pics I found. So you can see it's completely hollow in between, and then it is having slots, and inside the slots there is a winding, and outside there is a core. So you can see the slots, winding, and core. So which is very similar to the drawing which I have drawn before. So of course there are more number of slots here. Let's look at some more pictures. So this is another schematic diagram. So there is a core, and then there is a winding, and then there is a terminal box. So here we say stator and rotor both are shown in this picture. So let's move forward. This is again another schematic diagram. So you can see again there is a winding, and then there are slots, and then this outside blue one is the rotor. So this is another picture which shows this is the end cover, and then this is the rotor which is supposed to go inside the stators. This one which is again hollow inside. So again you see the stator is fixedly connected to the ground, and then there is a winding, and then there are slots, and then there is a box for terminals. This is another actual picture. So you can see the windings, again you can see the slots inside which, and then this is the stator core. This is again better. You can see the core outside, the windings, and then the slots. So the windings are clipped inside the slots. So actually as I'm going to explain, the conductor which is here is connected with the conductor at the opposite end. So the wire is taken from the sideways. So we'll see that. So this is another simple schematic diagram. You can see the slot here, and then this is the core. So inside the slots there will be machines. So like this there are several images available. Here also you can see there are 3 wires clearly coming out of this. So this is the stator, and then these are the windings, these are the slots. So basically the same thing I'm trying to explain in these figures. So first we understand the stator, then we look at the rotor, and we'll try to understand the rotor. Okay, so coming back, how are these connectors are connected electrically to each other? So that is nothing but your stator winding. So let's do that. So for this winding, as I mentioned, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this numbering, and then each is separated by angle of 30 degrees. Okay. So I have prepared another sheet like this. So in this I have marked the conductors. So basically what happens is this is a developed version of this winding. This winding is arranged circularly. So if I turn this paper like this and then align number 1 with number 12, then completely this becomes a circular kind of setup. So I open it up, and then I get a winding like this. Okay. So now how these electrical connections are made. So I mentioned here slots per phase per pole. So we'll be going by that. Let me just rework this. I had given some allocation here, but I would like to change that allocation. So this is my thing here, and then I mark it like this, and then there are 3 here, there are 3 here, there are 3 here, and then 3 more are here. So let's do the numbering something like this. I'll start from here. I'll explain why I'm starting from here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now slots per phase per pole. So 12 divided by 3 divided by 2. So that comes to 2. So I can take this 1 and 2. This is A phase. The opposite to that, 7 and 8, will again become the A phase. So that's how we are going to do the connections. So what happens is, I'll just now use this diagram. Again, I remember this is just nothing but the same representation of this. Okay. So now the angle between, I think it helps if I view the angles. So angle between 1 and 2 is 30 degrees. Another 2 and 3 is 30 degrees, and so on. So if I add all these 30 degrees, let me just write it quickly. So again at the end, between the 12 and 1, again there will be 30 degrees angle. Now if I start my A winding here, okay, so there are 3 phases. So this is the starting